There's a window of time, maybe 3 minutes, maybe 5, that happens every single morning in your home. Your dog wakes up, and before they do anything else, before they stretch, before they look toward their bowl, before they so much as glance at the door, they look for you. It happens in millions of homes every day, and most of us barely notice it anymore. We're half asleep ourselves, reaching for our phones, already mentally drafting our to-do lists. But have you ever stopped in that foggy, unhurried moment to actually think about what your dog is doing? Because it turns out that what unfolds in those first few minutes of the morning is one of the most honest, unfiltered windows into the bond between a dog and their person. And the reasons why are far more fascinating than you might think. Thousands of years ago, in the social world of early canine pack life, the moments after sleep were among the most psychologically loaded of the entire day. Think about what waking up actually meant in that world. While a pack slept, they were vulnerable. Senses dimmed, defenses down, the territory unwatched. So the moment of waking wasn't casual. It was an immediate instinctual audit. Who's here? Is the pack intact? Where do I stand? Those ancient animals would have greeted each other with urgency. Not just affection, but a kind of social accounting. A reassertion of bonds. A confirmation we're still together and we're still safe. That primal drive to check, to reconnect, to verify the emotional landscape of the group after a period of unconsciousness. That's ancient code. It's written deep into canine neurology. That instinct didn't disappear when dogs moved from pack life to living rooms. It just redirected, and the target of that ancient morning reassurance ritual became you. If your dog rushes to find you the moment their eyes open, before water, before the yard, before anything, here's what that urgency is actually communicating. This is a dog whose bond with you sits at the very center of how they organize their world. You're not just a provider of food and walks, you are their social anchor. Their first thought, even coming up from sleep, is to locate you. Researchers studying canine attachment patterns have noted that this kind of immediate proximity-seeking mirrors the behavior of young children reuniting with a primary caregiver, a pull toward what psychologists call a safe base. The rush isn't neediness, it's orientation. Your dog is recalibrating their entire sense of safety by finding you. Then there's the dog who doesn't rush at all, but follows you quietly through your morning, padding behind you to the kitchen, settling near the bathroom door, appearing wherever you happen to be without fanfare or demand. You might think this is simply habit, a pattern worn into routine, but it's actually something more deliberate than that. This is a dog who has deeply internalized the rhythms of your life. They're not following out of anxiety. They're following the way a steady companion stays close, not because they're lost without you, but because proximity to you is simply where they want to be. There's a difference between a dog who can't be apart from you and a dog who just genuinely prefers not to be. That quiet, unhurried trailing is often the second. But here's where it gets really interesting. Some dogs do neither of these things. They wait. They position themselves at the edge of the bed, in the doorway, on the landing of the stairs, and they simply watch you move through your morning. Still, calm, observant, no whining, no pawing, just watching. 2. Some owners this reads as indifference, or maybe mild standoffishness. It's actually one of the more sophisticated expressions of trust you'll see from a dog. A dog who can watch you without needing to close the distance is a dog who is completely secure in the permanence of your bond. They know you're not leaving without them. They know their place in your life is stable. That stillness? That's confidence in you. Now, there's something most owners don't realize about this. The timing of when your dog's energy shifts in the morning often tracks yours. Studies on behavioral synchrony between dogs and their owners have found that dogs actually begin mirroring their humans' arousal levels within minutes of waking, slowing when their person is calm, activating when their person's pace picks up. It's not coincidence. Your dog is reading you, moment by moment, adjusting to your emotional temperature the way any attuned companion naturally would. The morning isn't something that just happens to your dog. It's something they navigate, guided by you. one more thing worth noticing. Where your dog chooses to be when you finally sit down. For coffee, for breakfast, for those quiet few minutes before the day fully starts. A dog who settles close, touching or nearly touching, is giving you something they don't give freely. Physical contact during those early, unguarded minutes of the day is a choice. Dogs who feel secure show lower cortisol levels and measurably slower heart rates when in contact with their person, according to research out of behavioral endocrinology studies in the last decade. That warmth against your leg isn't just sweet. It's physiological evidence of trust. What all of these behaviors share, the rushing, the quiet following, the still watching, is something researchers have started calling secure base signaling. The idea is this: when a dog has formed a true attachment bond with a person, that person functions the way a home base functions. Not a place they're trapped by, but a place they return to. A point of safety from which they feel brave enough to explore, and to which they feel steady enough to return. Morning is when that base gets re-established after the small daily disappearance of sleep. And the way your dog re-establishes it, the specific shape of their reunion with you, is a direct reflection of the security they feel in your relationship. This is the part that may surprise you. The variation in how dogs do this isn't a ranking system. The rushing dog isn't more bonded than the waiting dog. The touching dog isn't more devoted than the following dog. What you're seeing are personality expressions of the same underlying truth: that you are their chosen safe place, and mornings are when they say so. And that's worth sitting with for a moment. Your dog didn't reason their way into this. They didn't decide rationally to trust you. Trust for a dog is felt, not chosen. It's the accumulated weight of 1,000 small moments of consistency. Every time you came home. Every time you were calm when they were uncertain. Every time you were simply, reliably there. You built this. Your presence made that morning ritual possible. The next time your dog finds you before they've done anything else with their day, know that you are seeing the fullest, most unguarded expression of what you mean to them. And here's something fascinating. The benefits flow in both directions. Research on human-dog morning interaction has found that the cortisol awakening response, the spike of the stress hormone that naturally occurs in humans within the first 30 minutes of waking, is measurably lower in people who have a dog present during that window. The act of being sought, being found, being settled near, it regulates you just as much as it regulates them. Scientists who study co-evolved relationships between humans and dogs sometimes describe this as interspecies emotional co-regulation. You've both, over thousands of years, become each other's comfort objects in ways that are now biological. Your dog's morning ritual isn't just about them processing their world. It's about the two of you, together, starting the day anchored to each other. So what is your dog really telling you when they seek you out every single morning, before they've done a single other thing with their day? They're telling you that you are the first thing their world makes sense around. They're telling you that the night passed and you're still here. And that is, in their understanding of what safety means, everything. They're telling you, in the oldest, quietest language they have, that they choose you. And honestly, after all the noise and speed of daily life, there's something quietly extraordinary about being someone's first thought. Thanks for watching. If you loved learning about your furry best friend, be sure to like and subscribe for more.